Welcome back to Easy to Spell, where the name is Easy to Spell, and we did it wrong anyway. I'm your Dungeon Master, Andrew, and joining me tonight, as always, our fantastic band of heroes. Beginning with...
I'm Mike, and I play Raven.
I'm Will, and I play Tez.
I'm Rachel, and I play Vala.
And just to keep with the dramatic pause between everybody, because we're not sure which order we go in yet.
Forever.
We've only
yeah.
been doing this for like 4 years.
We change it every month.
Something like that. Well, and we change between... Anyway, I just know I'm last, so it's easy for me. Anyway, I'm David. I'm playing Guy, and let's get into it.
I think, and just because we touched on it for a second there, correct me if I'm wrong, but Mike, this is... I mean, we haven't played in like 2 or 3 weeks on like the actual D&D campaign, but it is about our 3-year anniversary, right? Like our affiliate anniversary.
I think we just passed the affiliate, yeah.
We just passed our affiliate anniversary, so happy anniversary, everybody. I think we have to get each other like paper presents or something. I don't know what 3 years is, but...
Get you one of the little origami fly trap thingies.
That's give me the fortune teller, but like put brutal character deaths in it, so that when something happens to one of you guys, I can determine exactly how it goes down.
You're like, roll your number.
And what's your favorite color, Will?
Oh God, no!
Like 8 times, okay,
Ooh.
and then a number, okay, and a color, and a number, and a color.
Keeps going through. I mean, to you guys, to Lucy and Quinn who have played us with us in the past, to everybody that's been hanging out and watching, thank you guys. This isn't like a prepared speech. This was me really double checking that we did just pass 3 years of doing this, and I mean it means a ton. Even if it started as an excuse for us to regularly show up and play Dungeons and Dragons together, this has been one hell of a journey. I've taken you guys from level 1 characters. We've gone through campaigns where you literally became gods. We've gone back and we've seen romance. We've seen pain and victory and joy and everything that you and your characters have gone through. It is what I love about this game. No matter what I do to your characters tonight, I want you to know that I love you all. And we get to come back in as Tez, Guy, Raven, and Vala are standing knee-deep in ice-cold water, staring at a green dragon chained to a stalagmite that has been sheared off to a clean plate. Blood from hundreds of small wounds drips into the water. It swirls about, dissipating into the water supply of Lakeside. It is as you 4 stand here deciding what to do. The water dripping from the ceiling around you. We come back in.
Well, so he's definitely not a good guy.
No. We can't let that poor creature just continue to suffer like that.
My fear is if we let it go, who receives its wrath?
Do we think it would even be in shape enough to fight? Can I make a medicine or an animal handling?
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
I would also like to do this.
Yeah, you're welcome to. You two specifically have fought dragons before and have at least a passing familiarity with their anatomy.
19.
10 for me.
10, you're not sure. Dragons are difficult to pin down. With a 19, This dragon is suffering. From a mechanical standpoint, its hit points aren't that low, but it has been, for however long, slowly just cut to pieces. It is ragged. And the hit points aren't everything. You would get this creature, it's with its ragged, heavy breathing, is suffering multiple levels of exhaustion. It has not been allowed to rest for any significant period for, I mean, probably years at this point. If you were to fight it, you would say it is probably no, Vala, you specifically would think it is not any significant threat on its own. All dragons are powerful. There's always a risk. But it's hanging on by a thread.
I don't think this one has the will to even live, let alone fight us.
Well, what is it, dude? Like, I can just see, like, something big over there.
It's a dragon.
Oh. Oh.
Have you guys ever
If
seen
we-
one before?
Oh, dude.
If we were to help it escape, we'd need somewhere for it to go.
Can't they just fly?
There's ground above us, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if we got it out of this underground cavern and out into the city, what are we going to do with it out in the middle of the city?
Well, I have a feeling it wouldn't want to be around here much longer.
I'd agree. We'd need to get it somewhere where it couldn't immediately be captured back and brought to the same fate.
How deep is the water? I know we talked about this. I just can't remember the answer.
It's it gets deeper once you actually go into like the channeled canals where it flows downwards into the large well. But here it swirls right about your knees.
Okay.
A couple inches up and down depending on how tall you are. But
I think I'm just gonna start walking towards the dragon.
okay.
My hand's on Tez, so wherever he goes is where I'm going.
No, it doesn't get any deeper. As you get closer, there's like this slight tingling, numbing sensation in the water. Guy, you can see like feeling your leg kind of like buzz, like you kind of brushed up against something. Looking down, you see swirls of this, what you can perceive being vital energy, like life force. It's the blood as it dissipates, has a slight acidic and poisonous effect. Not strong enough to really impact you physically, but walking forward, you realize that it is like present in the water.
Tez. Don't get
What's
too
up, bro?
close, dude. Don't get too close. Like,
I don't
it's-
think I don't think he's gonna like eat us or anything, bro.
Nah, dude. It's like the stuff that's leaking from him. I would assume it's his blood, dude. Like, it's not good, dude. You get too close to him, you might get hurt.
I gotta talk to him, bro. And I'm gonna push on.
Well, You go.
Okay.
No,
You-
I'm going with you as
Do you,
well.
do you speak Draconic?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's really what Paul asks. So
I'm gonna hold on. Just give me a second. I got. If you stop for just a second, Tez,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sit there and I'm going to ritually cast Speak with Animals. I don't know if it's gonna work or
Okay.
not, but fuck it.
I speak Draconic, so
So do I.
I don't know that.
it's true.
That like kind of buzzing, like again, it's not like your skin's being melted away, but it's that. Have you ever had like a Szechuan pepper? Like
No.
that kind of a weird, like it has, or chewed on a clove. There's probably the more common one. Have you ever chewed on a clove like in
Nope.
mulled cider? Nothing. Okay.
Nope.
Well, what they do is they have this kind of, it's like an aggressive numbing sensation. It very much like
Have you ever been
topical
to the
anesthetic.
dentist?
You ever been to the dentist?
Do you use the antiseptic spray in the back of your throat?
Yeah, it's
There you go. Yeah.
like the medicinal cough drops that like numb your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of sensation, like just that very outer layer of skin is just kind of like buzzing because you can't feel it, but you still have physical sensation moving through the water. It kind of grows and grows as you approach. All of you in common hear this low, "You're not the one. Are you a new face sent to drain me?"
No, bro. Or you kind of look a little rough. We were gonna do the opposite, I guess.
The opposite of drain. I am too tired to comprehend.
Well, oh,
Speak
Come to help.
plain.
I want to let you out, bro.
Shuffles. The large bowling ball sized eyes kind of remain closed, kind of fluttering to get glimpses of you.
Vala's going to approach, but she's going to use mold earth to create like little stepping stones to get there so she isn't in the water.
Okay. He's, just staying above the surface.
Mhm.
It is not just chains that hold me. I am tired.
Could you?
When, God,
Is there like something that we could do to help?
Listlessly kind of just like shifts its neck. The massive, like 3-inch gauge iron chains that rest against it, you realize aren't actually bound to anything. These are just weights pressing this creature down to the stone. There's maybe 50 of these large chains just strewn across its back and wings.
And did you say last time that it just has open cuts, or that I thought I remember you saying that there were blades in it.
There are open cuts, but there is a like green crystalline blade like stuck into the rock in front of it. And this is an important bit, like red blood, as opposed to the greenish blue blood that pours from it. There are sprays of red blood around the blade itself.
I wonder. I never mind. I don't see that, so never mind.
Vala's gonna get up to the to our dragon and say, "What is your name, friend?" As she puts her hand on the side of it and casts Cure Wounds.
Okay, give me the roll for cure wounds.
It's 11. It's not a lot.
Okay, so not too bad. Let's see. I am Duvorit. This balm, though minor, is the first gentle thing I have felt in what feels like ages. Just some, not 11 hit points isn't enough to even close a single wound on this, but like the one closest to your hand kind of begins to knit and looks more like a deep scratch than a laceration. don't know what you foreseek. My experience with man and mortal ken is that they always want for something. The
And
chains shift.
We do. We do want for something. We want you to not be used as a tool to poison this water. We want to keep the town above you safe. And freeing you will do so.
If you can free me, I will leave. I came here, but when I was a young wormling, seeking to start my own horde. And he shifts and kind of like is trying to like move into a more comfortable position, but the chains just pull him down. He can't slough them off, is what it looks like. So long I have been kept.
Can I check his insight on honestly him
Yeah.
saying he'll leave and not. Oh heck yeah. That's 26.
26. There we go. Looking for my nice metal dice. With a 7 plus. whatever it is. So, with your insight check, he is being truthful. Like, he'll leave. Like, if given the chance, he wants to get out of here. There is an underlying, like,
Desire for revenge.
yeah, like dragons, and again, you've had experience with dragons, even one that ruled over a town. They don't let go of things very easily. You trust that he'll leave if freed, but you are unsure if he would never return.
Okay.
You can't be sure that he would, but there's like that, there's hatred behind his words. He is tired. He is wanting to be free. But at his core, there's that desire for revenge and retribution.
I'm sorry that this has happened to you. It never should have. I think we may be able to help you get out, and I appreciate you saying you will not come back. However, there are those that have wronged you, and I understand that.
The eye for the first time, those flitting lids that can't stay open for too long. One of them, the near one to you, opens and shifts and clearly focuses on you. The kind of like camera aperture like shifts as it finds you in its depth of field.
They have
I would
wronged.
ask
Go ahead, sorry.
one thing. If you were to free me and ask me never to return, the one whose blood has been so deeply mingled with mine, feed him to me, and I will away to the spine and make my own den.
Humans are a creature of packs, and I am no different. I must speak with my companions before giving you my word.
Think on this, little human. Do you not kill monsters without thought. Think on what makes a monster, not just his bearing or his body. And the eye tries to stay open while focused on you, but just that weight of exhaustion kind of pulls it closed, and the head lowers back down. Again, this is a huge creature. Its head, from like jaw to nose, is probably about your size, Vala.
So I basically just like, it may have had a cut, but I basically just like touched the tiny little cold sore he had.
Yeah, like you kind of closed up the outer edges of a cold sore. He is not ancient. The blue dragon you fought in Ordelai was probably a good bit larger. But still, this is a good sized dragon.
I'm gonna gesture to my companions and say we should head back over where we can speak in private. And
That was weird.
Guy, Tez, do you want to join me on top of the rocks as we walk back?
Just kind of
Sure.
guide my footing, sure.
Beats the tinglies of the water for sure.
Yeah, it was weird tingly water, dude.
We all have to like cram because it's only like a 5-foot square, but
You can do like a couple like foot-sized
Yeah,
squares,
like-
right?
Yeah, you can huddle up. That's realistic. Like if we look at maps and those 5-foot squares, like that's important for combat, like maneuverability. But like if the 5 of us were hanging out and we're like, hey, huddle up, we could fit in a 5-foot square.
And 5
Yeah.
feet square, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Turtles, they're pretty bulky.
Yeah. So maybe you're in like
Shells
an
stick out.
8-foot square.
But well, I say 5-foot square because that's as much as my mold earth can make.
Yeah. But you can do a couple casts.
yeah.
It's a cantrip.
Okay, so we meander on.
Yeah.
And then come back to the side. And I am assuming Raven could hear all of this, or did you follow in the water? Or
I was staying back a bit, probably enough distance to hear, but I was staying back a bit to just keep an eye out.
Yeah, we'll say it's not an issue for him to have overheard with Raven's perception. I don't think that's difficult at all.
I think we free him.
I mean,
Yeah, but like the chains aren't really like held to anything, bro. There's like
He's got chains on him.
Yeah,
yeah, did you hear the jinglies? Big old chains, bro.
Oh
I
shit!
think we pull them off and give him the ability to move, help him escape as best as we can, and then we find a way to leave clues to his next location so that we can deliver our Hierophant to him.
I mean, he's gonna need time to gather his strength if he's gonna fight them. Hierophant's not gonna go by himself.
That's true.
Well, and the other side of it is too, like, from the sounds of it, he sounded like he wanted us to bring the body to him.
Don't really like ask though, right?
I mean, he wanted retribution. I'd imagine that's taking that into your own hands.
Yeah, but we'd have to get him to him.
And my thought is if we guide him essentially to where his new hoard is, his new home.
Right, but hold on. I know I'm not the idea guy, right? But what if instead of like the Hierophant like getting a whole army ready to go and the whole marching on the dragon thing, what if we convinced him that we could handle it? Like we were never here, right? Like no, we're here, but like the Hierophant doesn't know we're here, so like to him we weren't here. But we convinced the Hierophant that we can handle it and we can go get the dragon, but maybe he should probably come with us. You know what I mean? And then like we just get him there and then flip sides. Easy peasy, right?
That's a very good point. And we just had one of our companions gain a lot of his respect from fighting him.
Oh right.
Oh
right,
shit,
yeah.
you're talking about
Yeah,
me.
that's you,
Right,
bro.
right.
Mhm.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if he trusts us enough, but the other thought is get the Hierophant back down here
After
with the
we throw
dragon
the
free.
keys up.
With the dragon free, and I mean, maybe I disguise myself to look like the guy we knocked out and head up and tell a guard to go get
Just
the
see Elf
Hierophant.
in the corner who's like face down, kind of
Yeah.
floating. Just like shifts a little bit. He
Maybe
can breathe underwater, so face down isn't like a death sentence.
maybe I can
Just like
convince the guard that's on watch up top to go get the Hierophant because something's wrong.
I can also do a lot more healing to put him in a better spot.
I think
Like, maybe I could make him a little bit smaller for a little while. And we could just
the Hierophant?
get the fuck out. No, the dragon.
Oh, you mean like to book it, right?
Yeah.
To get him out?
That way we can get out. He snuck out. How the dragon get out? Oh my god. Big bustle but like, here's the deal, right? How do we convince the Hierophant
No, you had it the first time, bro.
the Hierophant? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How do we convince that dude to send us after the dragon if we don't know the dragon's here?
That's
I don't
true.
know, that's a good point. Fuck. See, I told you I wasn't the idea guy, bro.
damn it, David. I was really excited for you guys to walk up to the Hierophant and be like, hey, that dragon that just escaped.
I wanted to
dragon.
go
I mean,
along with
I was
it,
going to
but
beat
at
your
the
eyeballs
same
out of you
time-
again.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if the dragon's strong enough to fly, it can make a big
Well,
scene as it leaves.
I'm not worried about getting I can get it out of here. It's just after that, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
I mean, if the whole town sees the dragon fly away,
Well, you'll have to remind me. Can bards prepare spells? No, they're just
Sorry,
known.
Bards what?
Prepare spells? No, they're just
No,
known.
yeah, they just have
Okay.
a list of known spells.
Okay.
You can
Wait.
use scrolls and stuff.
Oh, hey, guess what? I need to learn one more spell.
Convenient.
I'm totally okay with you just being like, I think I can do this, and learning a spell.
So I
It's
fucked up
spontaneous
when I
casting.
leveled up,
It's-
and I didn't add my spell. Is what happened.
You're good. You're good. Take what you need.
I feel bad.
No. I realistic. Like this is me going on some rules. It's a little bit crippling for wizards, but like spontaneous spellcasters, if you ever run into like, I never use this, can I swap something out, or picking something up on the fly because you've leveled up and forgotten to choose a spell, it's your nature reacting with your need.
Well, it's like I would have never picked major image, so
Okay, we're gonna have words about that sentence later. Major image is a great spell.
I know,
But-
but that's just me. I wouldn't have picked it personally. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, no,
it's
you're good.
probably not a good thing, but yeah.
I'm going to say, if your intent is to use major image to get the dragon out, like as an
No.
illusion, okay, because I'm
No.
like, he's still, like, he's bigger than the hallway to get out.
No, my plan is I've got polymorph, and then for the dragon leaving, I've got major image.
Okay, yeah, no, there you go. I just didn't want you to be like, cool, I have this open spell slot. Thank you for like letting me take a spell. I'm gonna take major image, and maybe like that doesn't help you
Doesn't fix the
with
problem.
this.
Yeah, no, I've already got polymorph, which
Okay.
I anyway, I'm not going to go into detail on that.
No,
But
you're good. You're good. I want to make sure I wasn't encouraging you to take something that wouldn't work. But it sounds like we're good. Sounds like we're on the same page.
There's another thing to consider here. If we take out the Hierophant and we get the dragon gone, can we utilize that action to change perceptions within the town? We want to
what is-
expose him.
Not like following you at all, bro.
like,
So-
does that mean rain or
want
like
the-
what?
No, so we want to expose that he has been this terrible, horrible creature that has poisoned their water and kept them all captive within the church. And if we are to do that, then not only will we be freeing this dragon and saving the town, we'll also be taking those town members and showing them truth.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, with this thing that I'm gonna put on, like, the littler, the least amount of detail, the better, because then we don't want people to, like, you know, realize it's not really him. Like, this isn't like it's not an actual thing. It's just kind of a thing that's there but not really there, you know. So like, if
I'm not
we try to
following.
put on this grand facade of like this dragon was like, I was in your village, fuck you guys and your water, you know, like, people would probably like look at that and go, huh, or at least some would look at it and go, huh, that thing's not fucking real, you know?
Well, yes, I understand in that sense. I'm saying, is there a way that we could adjust our plans so that we could also expose the Hierophant? Would there be a way, perhaps, rather than getting on the dragon out, if we could bring some individuals down here who could observe what happens with the Hierophant and the dragon?
Well, I mean, I guess, but who would you have in mind?
I'm not sure. I feel
'Cause,
like I need
like-
to know who are more influential characters within this town.
Oh, shit, dude, I don't.
Who's not already under the Hierophant's boot?
And I mean, we could still have our dragon escape if we could have certain individuals watch these influential individuals if they were able to observe and see that happen, and then we could spread rumors later on.
Right, but then he'd have to be down here longer.
No, because we'd be spreading the rumors after his escape.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a he said, she said kind of thing, you know? Like,
I mean, if we had an individual who could identify the dragon as they were leaving and say, "Oh my gosh, that dragon is a poison dragon," and you made sure that it looked like there were all the cuts on it, as they left, then I mean, it'd be pretty easy to put two and two together. There's a water source. There's this poison dragon. Our water source has been poisoned by this dragon. And the only ones who have had access to this well and to go down into this well have been the Hierophant, and he was very obviously coming down to this well in broad daylight to see what is going on. I mean, that would be quite incriminating.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I'm not a man. I'm a pretty good detective, but I'm not really a detective. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, doesn't the Hierophant kind of run the show around here? Like, who do you turn in the boss to?
I mean, if his poison is gone, and people become disgruntled, at the
Uh-oh.
very least, he loses some of his sway, some of his power.
So, like,
And
just the
then we
town is
take
the
him out.
Hierophant's boss.
Yeah, yes, I mean, people only rule by the people that follow them.
So, like, we just need, like, enough town people to see the dragon down here, right?
Or to see the dragon escape.
Okay.
So my thought is if we make enough of a... find some way to make a... not a conundrum, a calamity, something that will draw more townspeople towards this specific well, so that they can view it, and then have that dragon leave, and they can see it leave, and then plant the seeds of we've been poisoned by this creature
Okay.
that was kept here by the Hierophant.
Like, I'm not real good with, like, the long-term plans, but, like, you need us to get the dragon out of here and then have everybody see it, right? Like, we can probably manage that if you can do
Yeah.
all the whatever and starting rumors and finagling or whatever.
Raven echoing down the hall steps. The hallway, you hear soft footsteps approaching you.
Everybody, shh. Get in the shadows. Somebody's coming.
Oh shit, dude.
I'll grab the face down dude and pull him into the shadows with us.
Okay, I need everybody to roll me stealth checks.
Can I put myself underwater in the channel that we're next to? That worked last time.
Yeah, easy enough. That's it's sloped down, so you can go from like the knee-deep water down into 10, 12 feet deep.
Oh
Sliding
shit.
around.
I do the same thing.
Thank
Okay.
God I had advantage on my perception checks. Because there's either a 10 or a natural 20.
I don't know if you saw
Nice.
me rolling.
No,
dice,
I was
but
starting to think about it before you started doing
That's
things. So.
I had just rolled. I'm like, all right, on a certain number, like something's gonna happen, and then you're like,
So-
you messaging me.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I just rolled this to like keep an eye out for people.
Yeah, well, so I saw you open up your fucking DM screen, and I went, oh no.
No, none of that triggered that. I was thinking about it the whole time. So
That okay. Everybody stealth checks. Tez and Guy, you have advantage for being deep underwater.
Submerged.
I got 15.
15?
29.
15,
Although I
29?
don't know if the cloak changes that.
I can't remember what cloak you have.
It's
Uh,
I don't know, the one that makes me look like a pecan.
Oh, well, it depends. Do you want your stealth check to be to look like somebody else or to not be found?
Not be found.
Then it wouldn't help with this. I don't think. I have that written
Then
down somewhere.
15.
And just
Uh,
for purposes, there's not like an invisible creature or object within 120 feet of us, right?
no.
Okay, I have.
Do you have
the
something that tells you if there's invisible creatures or objects within?
Yeah, I have the robe of eyes, so I can see invisible creatures and objects as well as into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet.
He's like,
My plans.
He's like, oh no.
10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. No? I'm going to say no. This just makes it easier for me if I say no.
That's fine.
All right, 15, 29.
25.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. 25.
Well, my first roll was a
I'm
5.
a lot more offended by that than I should be, I think.
Middle-aged bitch.
I'm at 25.
Yeah, I am at 16.
16. All right. Okay. Damn it, Thracen, you missed your check-in. Is the voice you kind of hear muttering as a human woman, the same one who you met at the Temple of Skiotar, rounds the corner, looks and sees an empty chair. Thracen? Shit. And she just turns and starts running down.
I'm gonna pop out of the shadow and take a shot.
I'm gonna do the same thing actually.
She did not see you all, or any of you. Perception check was really low. So go ahead and make attack rolls. Anybody you have her surprised?
30.
Pretty
That,
good.
okay, yeah, that hit. Yeah, it's an
24.
automatic crit if I remember right. Right, Mike?
Let me double check. I don't actually think so, but
Oh, did you go? I know you rolled the class into rogue. Did you go assassin?
I do have assassin somewhere. Let me.
Then
find
that
it.
should be an automatic crit, unless you're
Yeah, if they're surprised, I think it's an automatic
they're-
crit.
automatic critical hit.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I'm gonna cast command and say silence.
Okay.
I also am an assassin and have assassinate.
Okay.
And
So that is
it hit
another
with the 24.
automatic critical hit. Yeah, that hits. She is wearing robes. She's an AC of 13.
She has to do a wisdom 18 save on my
Wisdom 18.
silence, by the way.
Okay. That's 10. So
I cannot figure out how many
Can't talk.
d6 I get. Oh, it's still
I
2d6. Okay.
I was
man,
going to say
be
I
silent.
cast hold person, but I don't think it's going to matter.
And then this is doubled plus 3. Oh.
24.
This is
31 points of piercing damage.
1. Okay. And then roll a d100 for me.
Rachel and I are over here like, let's not kill this person, and you two are just like,
Murder!
36.
wrong place, wrong time, bitch.
36.
Like, God damn.
Target is frightened for 4 rounds.
Lost the dice. I don't know where.
So that is 31 points from Raven. Tez,
41 from me.
41 from you.
41.
Go ahead and roll your
72
d100 for me.
fucking damage.
Oh, yeah. D100, that is 50 and 3. 53.
53. Oh, fuck. This is the first time. That's Raven's arrow strikes her in like the shoulder, which causes her to spin. And at the last moment, she sees you with your firearm raised, and she puts out a hand, and your bullet strikes her like in the wrist, and just the energy from that severs her hand, like
Oh, damn.
blows her hand off.
Jesus.
Her eyes go wide as she becomes frightened, very reasonably, I think, from these
I think so.
crits. Silence takes hold, and then David, did you say you casted hold person?
No,
He said he
Okay.
was going to.
I was going to, and then like, bam, boom. I was like, well, fuck, okay.
Okay. Just making sure, because she is very low on health, 72 points of damage. Her action is, because she's compelled not to not speak, but to be silent. Her other hand like goes out and like kind of cushions her fall, so she hits the ground without making a sound. It crumbles. I'm gonna need initiative rolls. If you would like to go into combat, she has 2 hit points left. And I'm not gonna even. I can take like passive insight. She is very willing to surrender as she hits the ground and is like trying to like stop the bleeding on her hand. Would you like to go to initiative, or would you like to move into non-lethal? And I can take individual answers. If any of one of you wants to go into the kill, then all of you go initiative.
I fired, so I'm gonna assume that I'm going for kill here.
Okay. Give me initiative checks.
So at 11.
5.
22.
Hold her. Hold her.
Tez?
32.
32.
I was like, if it's Guy or Vala, she might live.
Yeah.
Raven. Okay.
And this was the chick from the temple, right?
Yeah, this is one of the like acolytes of Scoter.
Well, okay.
She's the first one to introduce you to the Hierophant. And we go back to the top. Tez, your last shot still kind of ringing in the cavern.
And how far is she from me?
With where you guys were at, because you popped out of the water to do this, so you are. She's next to you, like.
Hello.
Because she rounded the corner and saw that there was an empty chair and nobody else, and like turned and took a step back. And it was before she even like made it around the corner that you and Raven from different angles just lit her up.
Question: did either of the did that make noise?
The
It's a
gun?
firearm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to be like
The
sarcastic. But yes.
I will go non-lethal
Okay.
and pop out of the water Baywatch style for a turtle, I guess, and close the distance on her. And I'm gonna just pull her back to her feet,
Okay. That's
and that's gonna be the entirety of my.
Yeah,
I
turn.
just shot your hand off. Let me pick you up. Hey, you good? You good? You
You,
okay?
you put it out. You put it out,
Yeah.
man. I was
you
going for a
pick her
shoulder
up,
shot.
put her on the feet. She just eyes are wide and she's trying to keep her eyes on Raven. Like yours is the more like debilitating shot, but like something about Raven is horrifying to her. Like just being that first hit. Guy, if Tez isn't doing anything else.
This might be good, might be bad. I'm gonna cast fucking silence on top of him.
Okay. Dome of Silence. What's the radius on that?
Oh, there it is.
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay. Perfect. That drops. Are you doing anything else?
No. I guess I would be inside of that at that point after I cast it. So I'm like,
Raven.
Seeing that they've not killed her when they had an opportunity and they've grabbed her, I'm gonna just actually run past her and kind of post up watching down the tunnel where she came
Okay.
and just have my bow notched up for anybody else to come this way.
Because to her turn, she's terrified. You move past her. She, at the top of her round, because the critical hit cut off a limb, she takes 1d4 bleed damage.
And she did.
Bleed out
4
right
points
here.
of bleed damage. A spurt of blood from the hand that has been removed. And she goes kind of ghostly white and slumps into Tez's arms.
And that's the end of my turn because I'm not looking that direction.
I drop silence.
Dying is the end of her turn. It is Vala's turn. Silence drops.
Vala's gonna see her like drop and run over to her, and try and stabilize her.
Here is an interesting thing. I'm going to go 50-50 because the shot that technically knocked her unconscious was not a non-lethal shot. By the book, if you take somebody to 0 with an attack that is not meant to be unconscious, if they're not a player character, that is just death. non-lethal puts him unconscious. With this, make a medicine check, actually. Fuck the
Okay.
50-50.
Okay.
Can Vala save this woman?
I don't know if she deserves to be saved.
DC
but
15.
That is, I rolled 3s on both of them, but so that's a 13.
13.
Oh,
That's
man.
you run over. You don't have to spend a spell slot, but the magical energy pulses from your hand and doesn't take hold.
Everybody, we have to get ready for whatever's going to be coming down that tunnel.
Do we come back later?
I mean,
Whatever is coming down that tunnel is probably too big for the 4 of us.
we should. Well, fuck. And then I'm gonna start moving towards the dragon.
And I'm going to follow and throw up our rock pathway.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the girl that's in my arms over with the elf,
That's
and then I'll follow.
Just going to assume that the cone of silence dropped.
yeah. It did.
Okay.
And Guy did say that.
Oh, okay. I didn't
He
hear.
dropped
My
it.
bad.
Okay. That's a. Her corpse is deposited next to the unconscious body of the sea elf.
Or sea elf.
We've got Tez and Guy. Raven, are you pursuing them as well? Or are you keeping watch? In the
I'm
hallway?
keeping a watch.
Okay. The dragon's heavy breathing.
I'll just call back to
Dragon
them and
dude.
say, "Do what you need to do."
All right, dragon dude.
Our timeline
Look.
may have been accelerated.
You are accumulating corpses.
Yeah. Look, dude. I don't mean to rush this, but you just gotta let this happen if you want to get out, man. Is that all right?
If you are attempting magic upon me, remove the chains first.
I go
I'll
over and I
start helping
grab
with
the
chains.
chain and I just start trying to rip him apart.
I'm going
Okay.
to try and pull him off too.
Give me an athletics check with advantage because people are helping you. We'll just let Guy handle this one.
It's good.
Yeah. Well, he's got that belt of was it
Yeah,
sword
that's
giant
right.
strength, fire giant
Yeah.
strength.
Mm-hmm.
So am I mathing wrong? I'm not mathing wrong. Okay. 29.
29. Yeah, that's the first chain. Splashes into the water. It's going to take you a little bit to get all 50 of these chains off. But with the 29, I'm not going to make you do multiple checks.
Fuck.
While
Just
he's
throw each one of them off.
while he's throwing chains off, and after I see he's pretty much got it, can I investigate the sword in the ground? Is it like a
Yeah.
big, like full-size sword, or is it like
No,
a
it
dagger
is,
that's been stuck
it
in
is
the stone?
actually a very, like, it's a long dagger, about half the size of a short sword.
Okay.
And it is just made of, like, emerald green glass. And it has slid into the stone. Do you pull it from the stone?
I don't know, man. Like that looks like something you shouldn't touch, right? Vala?
Would I have walked by that sword when I went by it?
Yeah, that's a couple times.
Would I have seen some maybe magic coming off of it or something? I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah, because within 10 feet, yeah, you would have gotten a faint magical aura coming off it as a magical weapon.
Yeah, careful with that.
Can I do... Oh, I know I have something for this. I don't know if I can... What is the thing where you can figure out what something is?
Identify.
Magic. Identify.
I don't think I have identified. Never mind. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I
Yeah,
can figure out
give
what
me an
it is?
Arcana check.
That's a 10.
10.
Wolf.
Yeah.
It is definitely magical. There are a few runes you don't recognize what they do. You recognize one of the runes, which is that of binding. And actually, with a 10, we'll give you two, and another rune, which is that of blood.
All I know is it's magical and it has something to do with binding and blood. Probably that the Hierophant and this dragon are intertwined by this sword would be my guess.
Well, I could try to dispel it, but I'm a little busy at the moment.
That means like the Hierophant's touched it before, right?
Yes.
And I'll pull it out. Let's see if I can't pull it out of the rock.
Yeah, it slides out. It actually, you realize that as you're pulling it out, it like slices through more of the rock. You come off at an angle, like it is so sharp that it is cutting through stone with little resistance.
Damn.
Now this may be a crazy idea, but what if you bound yourself to this dragon? And the Hierophant would no longer have control over it.
I don't know how to do that, and the chains seem like they're a little big to be binding anybody to anything, or at least me.
I know not his ritual. The Hierophant used that cursed blade to bind his blood to mine. To
So we
control
probably
it.
know where you are. Shit.
What was that last part?
I said he'll probably know where he is then if he's bound. Yeah.
The dragon's last part.
No, I said to control it. My blood specifically. Would you like me to recap the whole thing I said?
Yeah. Can you say it not in the dragon's voice? 'Cause I'm having a hard time hearing you.
He's used the blade to bind. The Hierophant has used the blade to bind his blood to mine, and somehow control it.
Okay.
I'll poke myself in the hand with it.
Okay, give me a dexterity check.
You dexterity check. Saving throw or just check?
Just check.
They're the same, doesn't matter. About 16.
16. There's like, you kind of go to press like you would like if you were going to cut your hand with a knife or something. You manage to like restrain yourself as there is no resistance in your hand.
Oh.
And you manage to just cut yourself a little bit. You take 1 point of damage.
Does like the blood do anything? Get sucked up into the sword or start glowing funky or?
You pull it away and looking at just the drop of blood on the tip. It begins to pull and like spread. And there's more blood like pulled from your hand for a moment before it cuts off. Covers kind of a small portion of the blade. And then it not crystallizes, but it forms almost like a fruit leather as it pulls against the blade and stops.
What do you think?
Do you feel any different?
I don't.
Either of you?
If it is my blood you seek to bind, press the blade to me.
I'll do it like just as gently as I did to myself.
Okay. Give me another dexterity check.
Great. Okay.
Lower DC.
Oh,
you're
kills the
aware of
Yeah.
you're aware of like just what this is doing.
I must have slipped. It's a 6.
Okay. It is exactly that. You go and you press the blade, and it does meet a little bit of resistance against the scales. But you press a little bit harder, and then that resistance gives, and the blade ends up jammed 3/4 of the way down into the dragon's shoulder.
Oh no, shit! My bad, bro.
The
This thing's
dragon
funky.
lets out a cry. Takes a bit of damage. But as you kind of recover and pull the blade out, as that is the same thing, blood pooling, covering the remainder of the blade before forming that same congealed leather-like consistency. And you watch as your blood and its pull into the blade and you feel just this connection, not to the beast itself, not to this dragon, but to the blood that flows through the water. You have a sense that you could exacerbate or diminish any magical effects that the blood in the water might have. Whoop, my camera just turned off. One sec, let me grab a fresh battery.
Speaking of diminishing effects.
I made Andrew disappear.
Aha. Well, hopefully I'm pretty close to getting these chains off because I'm feeling some like shit's about to happen, dude.
Nobody's hit Raven with an arrow yet, so I think we're okay.
Don't shoot arrows around me or your bullets, bro.
Ed Hark, I have returned. What's up?
Welcome back.
What a mess.
Nothing.
No, we were just waiting.
Yep.
Okay.
So, like, I can feel the blood, man. Like, not, I can't feel you, but I can feel your blood, and I'll try and diminish it.
Okay. Notably, in your immediate surroundings, I believe it was Vala who drank the water at the temple.
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Raven
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay. Raven, you feel, and Vala, you did as well, but you passed
Later.
your check, right?
I think so,
I think
yeah.
it was Raven that drank it and failed the check later on. There's this sensation, something holding on to you that you hadn't really noticed before, but you feel it like release. Some effect waiting to take hold. That Estez kind of flexes that intent to diminish the effects around him. Let's go of you.
Just look around. I don't think it did anything, bro.
Does the water feel as tingly?
Oh, it's a great question. I'll drop back in the water.
Yeah, a little bit. This is
Right
inert.
next to the dragon.
Whatever is in the water is inert compared to what you're controlling, what you're affecting. It is unbound blood.
Okay. Yeah, it does feel better.
How close are we on those chains?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
And the last one pulls and drops into the water.
And as soon as it does, I'm gonna touch the dragon and cast Cure Wounds at a super high level, at 6th level.
6th level.
Ooh.
For 34 healing.
34.
I
Yeah.
knew I shouldn't have rolled on here. I should have rolled my dice.
That's enough. It puts him at the highest his hit points are able to be at.
This dude is tired.
Somebody knows his exhaustion levels.
Oh.
I may have looked at him
Oh, I should have
for
done
some
that.
certain reason.
Research.
But that was enough. He was hurt beyond that. But he has at least 4 levels of exhaustion, which causes his hit points to be halved.
I don't think he can move either.
Oh, he as you pull the chains off, he begins to slowly move, be able to shift and move. Slow, but he can move. So you know he has 4 levels of exhaustion.
All right, look, dude, you just gotta trust me here. I know you have no reason to, but I'm gonna make you small, and we're just gonna get the fuck out of here.
Great. With the bindings of the chain gone, and he begins to shift and shudder before you. His form becomes smaller and smaller until before you looks like a large green-scaled dragonborn, but emaciated, cuts covering his body, kneels before you. I can hold this form a short time.
Well, if you don't feel like walking, I can make you smaller, and I can carry you out of here for at least a little while.
I accept. And he like drops back down to one knee.
Wait, and I just, all right, dude, just making sure I got consent here. I'm gonna touch on you. All right, and I'm gonna polymorph into a squirrel.
Shrinks down.
You sure you couldn't have chosen a more
Dignified.
noble form?
Because you also cast speak with animals, so he can still talk to you.
Yeah, this is just easier to carry it, my guy.
I mean, what the fuck, man?
Oh, sorry, dude. Here, look, you got a nice little pocket in here. It's nice and warm. Just curl up, go to sleep. We got you, bro.
So you feel him shift around. He goes,
There's a piece of cheese that feels like it's been here for months.
Probably has been. All right.
Let's get out of here quickly. And as soon as we get up towards Raven, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
okay. The rest of you move along. Do you take there's two paths. Do you take the north or the west route?
Which one did
Which
we
way
come
did
in?
they?
You
Yeah.
came in from the north end. That's like the shorter route. You haven't explored the west one. They both connect. One of them leaves the like main cistern well on the east side, and one goes south.
The north route is the one that we knew that they were coming in, correct?
That's the one that Tez had followed them before.
Let's take the
Yeah,
other
I guess-
path.
Okay, I guess we'll
Yeah,
take the
we
west.
should take the other one. All right, cool.
Okay, that's
Here, let me scout it out. Just if you hear shouting or shooting, go the other way, and
Got it.
I will jump back in the cavern and just start shooting down the water ahead of everybody else.
okay. And we can.
Sorry.
Oh, don't go that way.
You know, it's hide in the water.
Shooting the water.
No, we can skip past a little bit with you scouting ahead. There is nobody that you encounter on this route. If you're all moving quickly and quietly, you make it to that main cistern well without running into anybody.
Were there any other wells above us along the way, like there were on the other path?
Yeah, there are a couple every 100 or so feet, or every 50 or so feet, just with different spots where there are smaller wells that'd be difficult to get out of if you wanted to do that. You're welcome to try.
I think we'll just keep going.
Okay. In the cistern, going around to the ladder and up to the surface.
Like before we go up here, though, like when we were coming in, there was a dude on the other side of the door. So it probably still is, right?
Well, hold on, let me see. And I'm gonna just kind of get close. And do I see anybody?
Give me a perception check.
Because I could see through walls with my stuff.
Still getting used to it.
Yeah, still getting used to it, guys. It looks clear. It's a 4.
Okay, yeah, it looks clear.
I don't think anybody's up there. I think we're okay.
Okay, I'll go up first, and I will, because it's the trap door still, right?
Yeah.
I will lift the manhole cover, as it were.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Somebody just needs to bring pizza, and this is a different show entirely. Ooh, 25 for natural 20. With a natural 20, rather.
25. You lift the manhole cover, so where a guy had just like poked up and checked and come back down, you lift it up. You go, all right, all clear, and then you turn around, and pair of large feet. The right one tapping on the ground.
And I'm holding the
Yeah, so you're
trapdoor, right? Is it an actual manhole cover or is it a trapdoor?
Yeah, it's a manhole cover. Well,
Okay, great. I'm gonna hit him in the shins with it.
I was gonna say toes or heels facing him.
Yeah,
toes.
that's a-
Toes
Okay.
are facing.
Okay.
Toes are
I'm gonna
facing
hit him with the shins.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay.
It's just going to be with your strength modifier and then your proficiency bonus if you are proficient in improvised weapons.
I am not, and I have 0 strength whatsoever. How do I make an attack? Just unarmed?
Yeah, just unarmed will
Okay.
work.
Oh wow, 17 plus my 3 for a 20 to hit.
20. Yeah, and what is your unarmed damage?
0.
0. So you do manage to hit,
Great.
but tink, you bash it just into his shins, and they kind of bounce off, and you hear. I was really hoping it wouldn't be you and your friends.
I will.
And you see the feet the feet kind of take a step back.
We'll drop the manhole cover and slide down the ladder. I'm pretty sure that's the elephant dude, or a Hierophant dude.
Shit.
Oh,
It fucking hits like an elephant, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
with that, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon and prepare to fight a dude.
Okay.
Oh no.
So this is a big circle, right? We just play a little
Yeah,
ring
but
around the
it
rosy.
is, and it is about 40 feet deep in water.
Just saying. It's a big old circle. Think there's only one dude.
I don't think there's going to be one dude for very long, but we could try.
Ting, ting, ting.
Is that the sound of
Are you
boots or
going
the
to
sound
come
of...
up and speak, or should I come down?
I will look at Raven and Vala.
You'll come down.
Fine. And the manhole cover doesn't lift, but there's a bright light as the Hierophant descends. Why can't I move that? There we go. And lands on top of the surface of the water. Small shockwave ripples, but the water holds him aloft. He is not in plain robes. He has a unadorned breastplate and a massive sword across his back. Most of his arms are uncovered, but heavy gauntlets and vambraces cover his forearms and hands. He kind of cracks his neck. Interesting. He looks directly at Guy. He goes, are you so keen on a rematch?
Yup. I think.
And each of you?
Just for purposes, about how far away is he from me, would you say?
5, 10, 15.
Oh, do we have a map? My bad.
20, about 25 feet.
Okay. And is that a daylight on him, or why is he
so
shining?
he has 20-foot radius of bright light that comes
Okay.
off of him.
Okay, but it's not like
Oh, I
the
don't
daylight spell
see that.
necessarily,
Yeah, it's not the daylight spell.
or
So-
I guess a light spell cast. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
Okay.
You can be
you
my
would
shadow.
on the outer edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like on the outer 2 squares of the circle, you'd be in dim light.
okay. Sounds good.
Are each of you committed to this path as well?
No, bro, I'd like to be on that path, and I'll point back up at the manhole cover.
Well,
With my companions.
No,
How did they
way,
fare?
way beyond that. Nope, keep going.
How do they fare?
What?
My companions. The one who stood guard and the one who came to check. Why he did not check in at his agreed upon time. How did those two fare?
They fared as much as you would expect. Why?
I would beg that thee speak plainly. And he reaches up and just unclips the clasp that like holds his sword in the sheath on his back.
I would beg that you explain why you've chosen this path.
What path? The one where I have been tasked to keep this community together. Strong.
Tasked by who?
I'm proud that this has been put upon me by the Queen Regent herself. Word of the King, direct spoken through her. The royal family of Nalberand. Our strength is not in our multitudes, but in the fact that we, as a legion, are one. And I will keep us together as such. Who are you outsiders to interfere in the order we have created?
I'm gonna grab my cloak and pull it down and be like, the motherfucking princess.
I'm going to assume at this point you would like to roll initiative.
I think that was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Ooh, wow.
I got a fucking +7 to my initiative, and I roll under 5 every time.
I just realized I fucked up my last initiative, but it doesn't matter.
Well, I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 10.
And Andrew, we had
Yeah.
talked about this, right? I could use more of my my bard ability, whatever that ability is, bardic inspiration. I could use that more of like a reaction than like
Yeah, I think that having to use it only on your turn is kind of crippling. So you can use your reaction to apply it on somebody's roll as it's happening if you'd like.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
perfect. Because I haven't used it once yet because I couldn't remember
Yeah,
any of that.
I like bardic inspiration. I don't feel like it's overpowered. I think its breaking mechanic is that people have to remember that they have it, and you have to give it to them in advance of them using it.
Yeah.
Which can be difficult. So yeah, you can do that. Even I'll higher font. Tez, what was your initiative?
16.
And Guy?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So this is actually going to be real easy because it's you 4 and then the Hierophant.
Way I like it.
Yep. So we're going to start as it kicks off. And I'm sorry, because Vala, because you just had the motherfucking princess moment, Does anybody have any objections moving her to the top of the initiative?
I have objections to not doing that.
That's-
Okay.
Vala,
Um,
you get to go first.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt. Just.
Ooh.
Perfect.
And that is a 22 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Egg.
Okay. This is 8d6, so give me just a second.
Okay.
7,
I just got
10,
the song that's like
11.
like when she pulls her head off, it's like the motherfucking princess. Oh, that red, white, and blue.
That's 26 damage.
26. All right. That's the bolt of divine energy strikes him in the shoulder, kind of pushing him back as he's looking kind of wide-eyed as you've revealed your undisguised form. What else have you got?
And then I'm going to take my spiritual weapon that I had cast and thrown out, and it's also going to slice from around behind and like try and cut his neck.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll at that as well.
Okay, and that is 12.
12. Okay.
Probably does not hit.
The great sword that has been your spiritual weapon slashes, and not as deeply as you would have hoped, but still cuts him across his back. He staggers forward. One other charge I was given. He's going to draw his sword. And anything else you're doing with your turn?
I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Okay, as his legendary action, he's going to move half his speed. 10, 15, and just right in front of you. Which puts us at Guy.
Perfect. I am going to just for cinematic effect come take the squirrel out of my pocket.
Oh shit, I have to roll the squirrels initiative as well.
Take the squirrel out of my pocket. I'm gonna look at him and go, just try to stay out of sight and put him down off to the side and. All right. And he's gonna rage.
Help us.
Okay, rages.
Yep. And I have to pull up a list because I didn't again do this previously. I'm a dummy because I forget we have a fucking full document on this fucking shit. And I got that's a nat 20. I didn't want to hear them. I don't know if
Isn't your wheel is a D20, right?
my wheel's a D20.
Okay.
You emit a pulsating magical aura that resonates with the energies around you for the next minute whenever you or any creature within 30 feet of you. Oh no. Cast a spell of first level or higher, the caster must roll on the magic surge table.
Oh shit. Okay.
Not to get chaotic.
All right.
Oof.
Oh fuck.
All right. This is gonna be fun. I've got the table. I've got the table ready. You don't have to worry about a thing, David. I got you.
Right on. Yeah, so with that, he's gonna rage, well, like I said, and then reach back into his bag, pull out couple sticks that are like clubs, and yeah, I'm going in, and I'm gonna like try to like somewhat charge into him, maybe try to knock him off balance a little bit, but for the most part, I'm just swinging.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attacks.
First one is a 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Yeah. Second one, that's gonna hit. That's 30 something.
Misses. I'm just kidding. That absolutely hits.
Wait, wouldn't he have had
Um,
advantage because guiding bolt?
Yeah. So roll again on your
so the first
attack.
one.
So the second
So
one
that first
will
attack would have hit. Because we just if we take that first one, the 19 would have hit,
hit. Yeah, sure.
and then we'll
First
do the
one.
next roll, which this one is just a straight roll. Which motherfucker, that one's fucking 16.
16 misses. So one hit.
Yeah. So coming in, I'm gonna basically it's just like a table leg, a good hefty table leg,
Okay.
and I'm gonna swing with one. He's gonna, I'm assuming, like duck back, and I'm gonna come up with the second one and just clobber the fuck out of him with it and shatter it against his head.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll there. 8.
8 points of damage. The first one misses and he kind of like chuckles, but then you backhand that same one, cracking it against his face. You just let that broken table leg go, pulling another, random piece of trash out of your bag of holding.
Not trash, they're weapons.
Sorry, another weapon. Sorry, one man's trash is another man's weapon.
And then I'm gonna, like, getting up into his face, I'm gonna say, there's 2 ways to fear: fuck everything and run, or face everything and rise.
And I thought you'd have chosen right after our last encounter. And he's going to use his legendary action to sunder you.
Hey, we're familiar
Right.
with this.
Right.
That is a 16 to hit.
No, that does
16
not.
misses. That's the sword comes down and you just kind of weave out of the way and it strikes into the stones, just carving a huge portion and breaking this cobblestone beneath you. Anything else for your turn, Guy? I think you used your actions.
Rage with bonus action, so no.
Okay, Tez.
Tez is gonna, since he's shifted his location, I'm gonna shift back into the shadows as much as I can. And instead of pulling out a sword and a pistol, he's gonna reach underneath the shield on both sides and pull out both pistols.
Okay.
And we will light him up at that distance.
I just really quick, because this is something that it's been a session. Guy is within 5 feet of your target.
Oh, right. That's a good call.
Oh, this is so bad.
But Guy's on the other side of your target. So what I'll do is I'll give you a 50-50.
Just a stat roll to see who I hit. Because he needs to get fucked up more. That's what he needs.
Or if you beat his AC by more than 10, whatever that number is, it won't be 50-50. Otherwise, it's going to be a 50-50 shot.
I don't really have another option here, so we're going to learn one way or another. Step away from the target when you can.
Okay.
However, I have advantage because A, he hasn't taken a turn in combat yet, and B, Guy is within 5 feet of him.
Yeah,
So
correct. So you have advantage. If you beat his AC by 10, you get to avoid the headband of missile attraction.
great. Plus an 11
Oh,
with advantage
fuck,
is
you
pretty
really
good.
can't
25.
remember.
25. You want high or low?
Ah, damn it. I want high.
High it is. That's first
Woo!
shot hits.
Good. Because that's the sneak attack one. Da-da-da. 10 plus 3, not a crit. That is 6, 12, 14, 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. All right.
And then let's see if we can curve the second bullet in the same direction.
All right. Yeah. Roll the hit.
Okay. 16 and 11 is 27.
27. High or low?
Low.
Low it is. That
Hell
hits.
yeah. No sneak attack because that's once a turn, but we're doing 7 points of damage to him.
7 points damage. All right. Okay, and that was anything else for your turn? As these two shots ring out, knowing what's going on with the headband, you make sure to aim enough to the right that if it was going to hit Guy, Hierophant straight in his path. Two shots, one to each shoulder. He has used one legendary action to move, one legendary action to sunder. He's going to make a move to cripple Vala. Last legendary action. That is a critical hit.
Woof.
Natural 20.
Yay!
That's
So we're
not
gonna
superb.
first. Normal crit damage, that was just a 7. Ooh, that is 9, 18, 23 points of slashing damage. Just cuts across your legs. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Okay. 17.
17 is enough. That's he's not able to. It does not reduce your movement speed at all. That is his legendary action, which takes us to Raven.
Raven is going to go ahead and why can't I move my character? I can move the map, not my character.
Oh, move down. Select the token browser tool.
Oh, gotcha. Sweet. I was going to do this, but you guys stole my thunder. This is the thing I was talking about last time we played. I'm going to move directly on the opposite side of Guy.
Okay,
So I put
without
the
room
Hierophant
for
directly,
we won't have to worry about it if you have a straight line
Yeah.
between you and Guy that somebody else is between.
Yeah.
That's a
Fuck.
And I'm going to pull out my weapon of certain death and fire a shot.
okay.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
All right, that will hit. Give me your D100 roll.
18.
18. That is normal crit.
Okay.
So double your dice. Don't forget your sneak attack dice.
Let's see. 15, 34 points of damage.
30.
On the first one?
Damage. All right.
Nice.
And second,
My second attack.
it's you know what?
what's-
I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to introduce a mechanic. It's 35 points. The extra momentum from the arrow being pulled at Guy,
Okay.
but only having one direction to go.
Nice.
The second one misses. And I
Oh.
forgot to do this, but for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. So,
Give me that extra D6 force damage. That's you, the
That's
player,
so-
forgot, but Raven remembered.
so it's 1. I guess if it's doubled, then it would be 2. So from the crit.
So 37. Weapon certain death, so he's not going to be able to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else you've got?
Nope, that'll do it.
Cool. For his turn, he's not worried about healing yet. He does not get his regeneration, though. And he kind of looks about a little confused, like at his wounds, having expected something to happen that does not take place. Instead, he's got 3 attacks. He's going to make... we're going to start with 1 against Guy, 1 against Vala. That is, for Guy, that is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw. You take 11 points of slashing damage, and he's going to attempt to cripple.
22 on con save.
Okay, so you're not crippled. You just take the 11 points of damage. Second
Is-
attack is against
So
Vala.
the 11 was halved.
No, the 11 is before it's halved. He no longer has a belt of giant strength, so he doesn't get that extra
does,
damage
though.
from it. That is a 22 to hit on Vala.
Does.
Okay, and we're going to attempt to sunder on this. Which, do 12 points of slashing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. 9.
Oh, also, I need to make 2 rolls for concentration on polymorph.
Okay.
Or is it 2 rolls? Did he hit me? No, he hasn't done damage to me. He just tried to do it and didn't, and he missed. So 1 for
Yeah,
cons,
so 1.
which again, same number, 22. So good.
Yeah, so you're good. Let's see. Then
So I'm pretty sure I failed my con at
what
9.
was your 9? Yeah, so your speed is halved.
Okay.
They're checking something for his last attack because he's attempted to sunder, he's attempted to cripple. And for this last one, he's just going to try to smite. Guy or Vala? Vala's been crippled. Guy, he's going to drop a smite into you. I'm going to try.
Okay.
This hits. That is, how many extra die is that? Okay, sorry.
Mm,
What's it, Val?
I just screwed up on the critical hit. Next time it happens to me, I'll jump it in.
Okay.
I have the adamantine breastplate.
Did he crit against you?
I thought he did. Yeah.
Yeah, on his sunder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a. That is a crit on David with the smite.
Rip.
Heavens.
Where's my adamantine armor? God damn it. Can't blind me again. I'm already blind, motherfucker.
Oh god, if he was a player, that actually is the blind. But I have different tables for enemies and okay. This one just okay. David, you were knocked prone.
Okay.
And you take 3, 6, 11 points of slashing damage. So have that to 6.
Okay.
And then I need D8s for. Whoops. Doesn't help if I throw my D8s around. 8, 15, 22, 21, 27, doubled because it's a crit. 54 points of radiant damage.
Gonna have to go radiant.
Radiant damage is not
Radiant
halved.
don't get halved.
So that's one strike against you, cuts back across Vala, right across her legs. Vala, you feel like your bones like crack to the point you can't run until it's been taken care of. And then he comes back into overhand, this massive two-handed, almost blunt, like it is not like a razor sharp sword. This is just like from Berserk, just that massive slab of metal comes down and white lightning strikes it, creating just more force as it's driven into your shoulder, cracking your shell, forcing you down. You are knocked prone as this blow knocks you off your feet. You should have stayed down, boy. A victory in the ring has given you too much confidence. And then make your Constitution saving throw. Or concentration check. Sorry, not Constitution.
So what do I need to get? Because I got what is that? 16? No, that's
31
17
on your concentration check.
Well, isn't it halved?
That's halved because you took 50 or 54 plus the
that'd be
6.
27.
Well, include plus the 6 from the slashing damage, so a total of 60. So 30.
Oh, I didn't have the 6 from slashing. Gotcha.
That was halved.
Or yeah, no, I did have the 6 from slashing. Never mind, I added that on there already.
Having that, you have to. It's a concentration check of 30 to maintain polymorph.
Okay, yep, gone.
Cool. Well, the adult green dragon, who is kind of hiding in the corner, balloons out of his squirrel shape.
Does he go back to a dragon form shape or dragonborn shape, or does he go full dragon?
Hard for him to keep the dragonborn shape, right?
Yeah, so he's knocked from polymorph to his true form.
Okay.
And it's his turn, and he's gonna poison breath.
Why wouldn't he?
Right here
Fuck.
with the figure of his
His captor.
pain and struggle. And let's see, I'm gonna give this because he's not super worried about who he catches in this,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but he's careful enough that he doesn't catch Vala or Guy and just bathes the Hierophant. Let's see, so this is Constitution saving throw on his part. That is bad. He's gonna take the full damage.
So when he
Rough.
smite, did he roll on the magic table with Wild
He did
Surge?
not.
Also,
So we'll
Vala, did you cast a spell?
no, she did. Or
That was she cast it before I raged.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, I mean, I cast Hunter's Mark.
right. So if you want to roll a d100 for me as well.
Was he within 30 feet of me?
Yes, he's
Undoubtedly.
right next to you.
The only one who's not is me, and I'm not casting any magic. I'm casting guided bullet.
Well, now that I'm on the ground, it's a little less guided.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Hierophant is immune to being intoxicated for the next 24 days.
Rip.
Oh
Lucky him, I guess.
God.
And then, Mike, what did you get on your d100?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, because you cast your Hunter's Mark.
65.
65. I want you to choose 3 creatures within 30 feet of you.
3 creatures within 30 feet of
Yep,
me.
it can be anyone. It can be party members. It could be the Hierophant. It could be the Green Dragon.
I mean, if I have to choose 3, then I'm going to choose the Hierophant, the Green Dragon, and Guy.
Okay. Will you do me a favor and roll 4d10?
God damn.
Ugh.
Oh
It's
no.
healing, right? It's probably healing. Don't worry about it, guy. It's probably healing.
This could be real fucking bad.
18.
18. 18 points of lightning damage to the Green Dragon, the Hierophant, and Guy.
Okay.
Wasn't going to be me or Vala. Regardless, I don't know what's happening, so.
Yeah, you place the Hunter's Mark and energy erupts from you. You could only have a moment to like redirect it at those 3, striking into all 3 of them as the Green Dragon emerges from his squirrel form and just immediately bathes the Hierophant in his poison breath, dealing an additional 56 points of damage.
Nice.
Boom. And I believe then is the dragon's turn, bringing us all the way back to the top with Vala.
All right, so I'm gonna see that Guy is not doing so hot. I don't have anything. That was not what I had planned on doing, so give me just a second to.
No, you're good.
To be fair, from a character standpoint, we don't know what the fuck's happening. So.
Yeah, there's poison clouds, there's lightning.
Yeah, for some reason, lightning came out of me that I've never seen before.
I'm gonna do primal savagery, and I'm gonna attack him. I'm just gonna like try and slap him across the face with extended nails.
Will you roll a d100 for me really quick?
Yup. I don't understand what's going on. That's 64.
64. Fog cloud erupts from your body, your mouth and nose and ears. It is a
Loud kill.
no, it is just a fog cloud. So
Fog.
it fills the entire space. This entire area is obscured. Oh no, sorry. It's just a 20 feet around you. And because he has a 20-foot bright light, it is 20 feet of bright fog, like
Somebody turned on their high
headlights,
beams in the fucking
high
fog.
beams in the fog. Because it's heavily obscured, go ahead and make your primal savagery attack at disadvantage because
I mean, does it happen like as I strike, or like?
it's as you cast the spell.
So it's like as your nails get big, right?
As your nails get big. We won't give you disadvantage in this one. We'll give you. It is trails of cloud wisping off of you as you strike.
Okay, well, either way, like disadvantage would be 23, so
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
28 otherwise. Okay.
Is
and
lightning a
then-
projectile? And would the lightning
No.
from Raven arc? I'm just kidding. Just
Real
it's
quick,
guy-
I wouldn't normally
Just
do
got
anything,
rated.
but we just got rated by Apothic Decay with 97 viewers.
Hey!
Hi.
What's
So
up, everybody? Welcome. That's we're
Go,
using
guys.
Dispell. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. These guys are currently in a pretty wild fight against the High Priest, who's been poisoning his town to control them. Welcome, everybody. Apothic, thank you so much. You know, be sure food, water, rest. Thank you so much for rating. It means so much. Welcome, everybody. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, we are primarily, I would say, a D&D stream. We play other games on Thursdays and occasionally through the week, but mostly this is our bread and butter. Thank you so much for hanging out. Welcome. We hope you stick around, but otherwise, have a wonderful night, and we love you so much.
And I need
Let's
to
kill
get
the
back
Hierophant.
to bitch slapping a priest.
Yeah. Okay. So you are slapping my priest. You
Oh,
hit.
no.
Go. What is damage?
17.
17 points of damage on this. Okay.
And it's acid damage. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I mean, it makes it hurt more, I think. Okay. Well,
It's always got to be a little bit of acid in a bitch slap.
yeah, of course. And so your freshly grown claws just rake across like his face and lower jaw, leaving streaming, burning wounds behind. Very similar to your previous companion, O'Relton, and his pretty heavy use of acid in the past. Are you doing anything else for your turn?
And then, so that's my action, and then the bonus action will be my spiritual weapon will come and try and stab him.
Okay, your giant ornate ironwood greatsword that is your spiritual weapon.
Now,
Go
is
ahead and
that one disadvantage?
it doesn't have to. I'm going to say no. We're not going to
Yeah,
worry
I don't
about
think it sees, so. That's a 26 to hit.
26 absolutely hits.
Okay, and then that'll be. Uh, 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. As he's reeled back from your acid clawed strike, he's pushed then again forward by the greatsword. He's going to take his legendary action. He's going to try to retaliate against you. It is at disadvantage because of the fog cloud that is now filling the space. But that is still a 23 to hit. And he's going to try to cripple again to have your movement speed even further. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It is 13 points of slashing damage.
Constitution is 15.
Yep. That succeeds. He's unable to wound your legs further to prevent you from escaping.
But I still get the 13 damage.
Yes, you do still take the 13 damage. That's still the strike.
Okay.
And sounds like my wife just got home. I don't know if that came through the microphone.
Just a little bit.
And you know what? The green dragon is also going to take his legendary action to make a tail attack against this guy.
Oh yeah.
'Cause now you have 2 legendary creatures involved in this fight because it is chaos, which is a 32. Oh, he's at disadvantage. Yeah, 32 to hit, dealing just 10 points. Okay. Of bludgeoning damage.
I like to imagine that's the sound the dragon made as he whipped us down.
This is, with the raid, probably the most people that could possibly have heard.
Right?
Happening in the
He'll be
background.
thrilled to know.
Man.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's too funny.
Guy, we move to your turn.
So he's just had his shit kicked in. Yeah, he's gonna try to back up. Like, dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. And he's gonna roll backwards and try to step away.
Okay. Do you have anything that allows you to move away without taking? Okay. He's going to take
Nope.
an attack of opportunity
With disadvantage because of the fog
with disadvantage because of the fog.
and the fact that he has his high beams on.
He's got his high beams on, so it's like extra disadvantage. That is a 21.
Yeah, that's still gonna slap. Yep.
I'll take that eye back, boy. For 13 points of slashing damage. You can have that to 7.
Okay.
And it is
Not fucking
just
feeling good.
like this is a cut across your jaw and chin. He was clearly aiming for your eyes. If he was going to take anything, it's going to be the mechanical eye that he gifted to you after beating the piss out of you last time. He beat the piss water out of you, David, last time.
Almost literally.
That's
I still won.
it was a
You ain't taking this
technicality.
You ain't taking this championship belt, brother.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Okay.
so
So you-
after he gets back up, he's going to reach into his bag and he's going to feel the 2 very dull short swords he has.
Okay.
He's going to pull them out. Mind you, this is a turtle with 2 short swords.
You've seen this before.
He's going to spin them around a little bit, and then he's actually he's going to throw one without disadvantage because I
Yeah.
can clearly see where he is.
Yes, you can.
Sorry, I've got to pull up because this will be like a thrown short sword. So is it just regular short sword damage?
It's
at
going to
that
be
point?
your normal improvised weapon attack,
Well, but I'm proficient with short swords.
but they don't have a range. So throwing
So
them.
I have. So here's the other part of
You have
this.
thrown weapon master.
I do.
Then yeah, it's just short sword damage. I think then. And
Simple
if it's
martial
not-
or melee weapons without the thrown property have a thrown property for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm gonna back up about 20 feet, and I'm going to D&D version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'm gonna go ahead and launch one,
Unrelated,
and
but your
that
character's zodiac sign is a Leo, right?
that will be 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
And then 11 points of, I guess, slashing damage. And then as that one hits, it bounces off and starts heading back. He's going to catch that one and use the momentum spinning around and throw the second.
Okay.
And that one is less, but I'm pretty sure that's it might hit 19.
That hits.
Okay, cool. Second one, gonna do the same thing.
I like
And
the narrative excuse to not have to go gather your short swords back up.
so it's a part of the feat.
Is it part of the
They
feat?
come back, yeah, they come back like a boomerang.
All right.
That's pretty awesome.
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I'm into that. That's great.
So, anyway, that's nine additional points there. Action because I'm raging because I'm a dummy and wasn't adding this earlier. An additional 4 points of damage because I was raging.
Okay, that's because it's 2 extra points per attack, right?
Yep.
Okay. The Hierophant is bloodied. He's been struck multiple times. Parts of his armor and skin are sloughing off from all of the acid and poison. He has large gashes and wounds on different parts of his body. Welcome home. I'm on the internet.
And now so are you.
Hi, Archer. Sorry, I feel like I was just really dramatically depicting the state this guy is in as he takes his legendary action. Oh fuck, what has he got? You guys have been messing this guy up.
Ryan.
And ourselves.
Well, mostly just Guy, if we're being honest.
Legendary action to move
God,
half his
dude.
movement speed.
Not feeling
Put
good,
him
bro.
there.
Put me where? Oh shit! We have a map that I'm not looking at.
No, it's just a minor map, so I can keep an idea on stuff. But he places himself between Guy and Vala between him and the dragon.
So, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it.
And he leans into you, Guy, and goes, "If nothing else, I'll kill you and take the princess." Tez.
Oh no!
And he's still in the middle of a ball of fog, right?
Yeah, the ball of fog is centered on Vala.
Okay, great. It's a bright ball of fog, dude. I'm not gonna be able to do anything at this distance, and I will start closing the distance
Okay.
between me and him.
Oh no!
20. But until such a time, I guess I'm unloading more bullets into him. So,
All right.
Best of luck to
so
you, Guy.
2 attacks at disadvantage.
but advantage because he's within 5 feet of an ally.
I don't think that gives you advantage. That just lets you get your sneak attack.
I'm pretty sure it's.
We can
I was just looking at it actually.
double check because I think sneak attack.
So-
You get sneak attack if you have advantage, or if they're within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, but
An
it's
ally.
something with the.
If you have
assassin-
advantage on the attack, you don't need to attack. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is within 5 feet.
Ah. So I don't need the advantage. I just get.
Yeah,
The
You
sneak-
just get
sneak
you
sneak
just
attack,
get
okay.
sneak attack, but you don't get advantage.
Like, you
Gotcha,
can't have disadvantage in order to get a sneak attack.
Okay, so so you don't get sneak attack on this because you have
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage because of the fog.
Great.
Yep.
So
Disadvantage.
Go
shoot at it.
Disadvantage attack.
Just disadvantage.
Which is good for me because just so Stream knows, I have a nice orange headband that attracts.
Oh, they're about to
projectiles.
find out what your headband does.
9 on disadvantage. Oh, hold on. Plus the 11. So that's
20.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. High or low?
Low.
High. So this one's going to be damage again. Luckily, it's not sneak attack.
Not sneak attack.
Can't be sneak attack.
That's 8 points.
8 points of piercing damage, half to 4.
Okay.
Get as the bullet, you lose sight of it as it disappears into this bright fog. Out of the bright fog, Guy, you become very aware of a bullet that
Shit,
whips into your
dude.
forehead.
Every time. It's always the
Bruh.
The
forehead.
headband.
You
And
gotta
second
stop
attack,
doing that, bruh.
Oh, that one hit. That one hit for sure. With disadvantage is a 16, which we
16.
determined earlier didn't hit.
It does not,
Uh,
but does 16 hit
So
Guy?
hold on. This is gonna be dumb of me, but I'm hoping it's gonna. I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration, bro. You gotta stop hitting me in the freaking head, dude.
Okay. Is it a
D8.
D8?
Okay. It's a D8. 16 and 3 is 19.
Hits high or low?
doubling down. We're gonna go low.
Go low. Low.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No sneak attack though.
Using the reactive bardic inspiration to not get shot is beautiful.
Oh shit, just a little to the right then. And that's going to be 8 points of damage to him.
All right. Splitting the love evenly. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
that's
anything else
better,
for
dude.
Titus?
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Hierophant's going to use a legendary action to... he's going to try to cripple Guy.
You hit.
Is it a 19 to hit?
Yeah, that
Make a
hits.
Constitution saving throw.
All right, dude.
10 points of
All
slashing
right.
damage, half to 5.
That's a 12 and a 7, so 19.
Yeah, so you succeed the Constitution saving throw. Your
What
speed
was the
is not
damage?
reduced. 10 half to so 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
He's
I-
pressing his advantage.
He's really not looking good, guys. Not that you could see that he's covered in fog, so never mind. He looks fine.
Let's see.
How long does this fog last?
We don't know.
An hour.
It's been 6 seconds. Just so everybody's clear.
It looks like it's concentration. No, it's just fog cloud. It's centered on you. It hangs out. It's an hour. It lasts an hour. Okay. That takes us to Raven.
Oh boy. Hear me out. I have Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to know his location?
I believe Hunter's Mark just lets you know the location. So I will let you make an attack without disadvantage, but you can't get sneak attack.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, because you are aware of his location, but not like vital points.
Okay. Guy, how did you look the last time I saw you?
Not good.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to pull out the Highbolt bow, knowing that there's a chance because I can't see Guy. And I don't want him to not be able to heal. That would be a 23 to hit.
23 hits. High or low?
High.
High it is.
Whew, thank God.
Nice. We're nailing those. Mostly.
Okay, and I'm going to use my once per day on that to add an additional d8 of, let's go, acid damage.
Really leaning into the acid.
Not magical.
Kind of karmic.
Huh? It's not
A little
casting a
bit.
spell, technically.
Yeah, it's just activating the.
So it'd be 14 points of piercing and 1 point of acid.
Okay, and what about force from your Hunter's Mark?
Oh, right. Keep forgetting that. 3.
3 points. Just big shot takes him. Left shoulder because he's facing away from you. Your friends are next, Guy.
And second attack is a 22.
22 hits. High or low?
High.
High. You're
I
good.
almost
Yeah.
went low. I almost went low.
These arrows and bullets that are just being pulled out, and you guys are just learning how to compensate for them.
Okay, so that is 13 points of piercing, 4 points of acid, and 2 points from my Hunter's Mark.
Okay,
So that's
19 points of damage total as he is being just laid into.
And
the only one that can like see him clearly. Like Vala, you have the blurry outline, but Guy, he is in your face, like insulting you, telling you he's going to kill you and your friends and take Vala to where she belongs. And he is just pouring blood out of the exposed parts of his armor. He's coughing and blood is coming out of his mouth. His skin is like chemically burnt from all the acid and poison.
Is it his
Anything
turn?
else from Raven? Anything else from you?
No, that's an end of my turn. So I know
It
the
goes
regeneration
into-
didn't work the first time, but it would work now if he has that.
Yeah. It is 10 points that he gets back. And as he's saying all this to you, Guy, you see some of the wounds begin to net closed, slowly but surely. It's now.
Alright.
With disadvantage on his first attack. With disadvantage on his first attack.
Might as well roll damage.
11.
He's barely there, but he's
For 8. For 8. 4. Guy hits the ground. That chitinous sound, that hollow thud of the shell hitting stone. And you hear another resounding crack as something strikes down into the body. Guy, you lose 2 of your hit points. The fog cloud lifts as the wild magic that held it tethered in place fades with him. You watch the Hierophant kneeling with his fist half embedded in the front of the shell of Guy. He stands, flicking his wrist free of turtle blood, and he turns and locks eyes with you, Vala. How many more of your friends need to die for you to learn your place? And then the dragon is just going to see if he recovers his poison breath. He does not. He can move forward. He can make 1 tail attack. 21. Crashes down, dealing 16 points of damage into the Hierophant. He can't get close enough for his other attacks without bowling through Vala. And then Vala, we're at your turn.
I am the heart of the Valkyrie, and you cannot stop us. And then I'm going to cast. What is it? Crap.
Okay, what does crap do?
Sorry. I'm gonna cast.
It's the shit.
Guiding bolt at 5th level.
Guiding bolt at 5th level, roll to hit.
That is a 21 to hit,
Does.
and that is 8d6.
Boom.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
35.
Welcome to College,
35.
Rachel.
Thanks for mathing with me.
Crashes into him, melting parts of his armor. And he, from pain, he's still standing, if only barely.
And then my bonus action is gonna be my spiritual weapon is gonna come and try and stab him through the neck again.
Go for it.
Okay. And that is a that's a nat 20.
Okay.
So that's
Perfect.
a 30 to hit.
30 will hit. Give me your D100 roll first.
Okay. 44.
Did we run out of music?
44 will knocks him prone. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, just move to the next song, David. We're good.
Where's my... There it is. 8 plus 6 is 14.
14.
Highest I could on that.
It is. Your blade pierces him through the back. And he looks down and sees that golden light from that ironwood greatsword that is your spiritual weapon piercing through him. And he goes, blood pours out. It's funny. And he grabs onto the blade. Stopping hearts is what I do. And he's going to use his legendary action. He snaps the end of the blade off. Just bear with me. He's also a divine person.
Yeah.
But that smallest face. What the fuck?
Your construct. He twists it and it breaks in his grasp. And he turns it and is going to make an attack as his legendary action against Guy on the ground next to him, driving it downwards. He rolls a natural 1 and it's just into the stone next to him. He gets advantage because Guy is unconscious, and I rolled a 2 on the next one. And he like vomits up more blood. He has 1 hit point left. Tez, it is your turn.
Wait, did it skip my turn?
Well, I get to roll your last death.
Oh,
save.
hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Remember way back in the day when we had this option of taking a grievous wound?
Oh, yeah.
Guy is filled with rage. He's not going down yet.
Okay. You, as the blade stabs into the stone, you breathe in, your eyes snap open, and the Hierophant is just there, blood pouring out of his mouth, just leaning directly over you. You are conscious. It is your turn.
I'm going to take him. I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to grab his shoulders. It's not over yet. And I guess I'm gonna rage so I can get advantage on this shit.
Okay.
Because being unconscious takes away my rage and all. So
Roll your d20.
it's cocked. That is an 18 on that. So that is. Hey, we've had this one before. Brief distortion in time. They may experience a surge in speed, allowing them to make additional attacks or move swiftly across the battlefield. That's not really going to matter.
It's like an adrenaline shot.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Time around, Guy slows. The only people unaffected are him and the Hierophant, as the Hierophant experiences every moment of what's about to happen.
And he is going to the broken blade that is on the ground, the ethereal or the Vala's spiritual weapon.
Visual
Yeah.
weapon.
He's gonna grab and just push him down on top of it.
Just he catches for a moment his hands as you just force. I need opposed athletics checks. You have advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Oh, yeah, he's not getting away. 28.
28. It is inevitable. He rolled a 24. He wasn't going down easy. And you just slowly, as he's pushing against you, no, yeah. And then the broken piece of blade, as it finally fades away, you shove him down onto it. And he collapses underneath you. His life leaves his body. David,
Guy's just
your
gonna
grievous
stand
wound,
there. Yep. I was gonna say.
your shell is
Oh no.
sundered.
All right.
Your AC is naturally at 18, is going to go to 16.
That's naturally at 17 as well.
Or naturally at
Yeah,
17. then it goes to
naturally
15.
is 17.
Naturally 17 goes to 15. Just as massive. You have a fist-sized hole in the front center of it that is barely holding on, and huge cracks that have rent out from it. And we're going to leave initiative as the Hierophant lies dead at your feet.
Raven's going to run up, and Vala has seen this before, but he's going to take out his bow of death and shoot the Hierophant one time because he saw the regeneration.
Okay.
And does not want any chance of that.
Val was gonna run up to Tez and heal him.
To
Die.
Ted? Yeah, I was going to
Die.
say.
Sorry.
Like,
Thanks, I
Ted's
guess.
been like,
I'm down 1 point, but sure.
I really don't feel good, dude.
then-
Oh shit.
Thank you. And I'm gonna grab him and drop what level is this? A really high a 5th level, my last 5th level, cure wounds. For 2 8 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 and 24. Oh, 24 plus 13.
37.
Wow, 37. Okay, that is much better.
Raven.
Tez will come up. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just going to say,
Nope, you-
Raven's going to start stripping the Hierophant of any like items and things that he may have been wearing to prepare him for the dragon.
Perfect. That's pulling off his armor boots. He has a large coin purse at his hip, and a small bag of objects, which we'll go over next time. I'll get you a list of what he has on him. But you strip him down so he's just again in those plain white, now mostly green and red robes. What's left of them. And the dragon's large head snakes around.
And in Draconic,
City,
I'm going to
each of you.
In Draconic, I'm going to say to the dragon, we had a deal. You don't come back here.
Deal. I will presume this land is under your control. And he picks up the Hierophant by a foot and begins snapping him up before the jaws clench and the head falls to the ground. After, like a bird tilting his head up and snapping it down, he looks at that and goes, I'll assume you want that as well. Before he starts snapping back into place, shrinking into the dragonborn form. It is not often mortals such as yourselves live up to deals made. At least not this. He looks at the broken stones and splattered blood. Dramatically.
We are
I will
creatures
away.
of our word.
Sorry, what?
We are creatures of our word.
I will remember this. I will try to find a new den in the spine. If ever you have need of aid. Coughs up and a tooth flies out, a human tooth. Seek me. Stretches and begins to climb the ladder in front of you. It is here, in the cistern of Lakeside, the head of the Hierophant at your feet, and the great green dragon, Devrorit, making his way out above you. We're going to leave off, and we will see you next time on Easy Dispel.
Let's go.
We are, I believe, taking May off.
Yes.
We have some people traveling to this little known island called Scotland. They're going to be gone for a few weeks. We have other people going on vacation with their families. And instead of just trying to figure out who can play when and what we can do, we're just going to call it for May. We'll try to stream games and doing stuff when we can. But we're going to take this vacation to relax, plan for future episodes, and really just get our shit together. Come on, guys. We are tired. We're...
For real, check in on Thursdays, though, because more than likely we'll be streaming.
Yeah, we'll probably be streaming on Thursdays if, some combination of us, other friends of the show, if Mako's probably around.
And I'm back.
Mike's coming back.
Go!
Mike's coming back. We're probably going to play like Sea of Thieves or Halo to celebrate Mike coming back.
Oh boy.
But hey, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Raiders. Thank you, everybody that has just been hanging out for the beginning or just stopping in. We love you all so much. We hope you have a great week and had an incredible weekend. We'll see you next time on Easy Weekend. We'll see you next time on Easy Dispel.